morning and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm having a drive up to Duns on the Scottish borders, about 130 mile, and we're going via one of the UK's best roads, the Coldstream Road, which goes through Northumberland. Northumberland is blessed with a lot of good roads. That one is particularly good, so watch out for that video coming soon. But for now I've got a bit of a long journey up there, up to the start. So I thought I'll take this time to talk about owning this car for 6 months. Was it the right decision to buy this car? Well, absolutely yes. It's like an Elise on steroids. I've done quite a bit of motoring, and to be quite honest, I'm surprised how much I just leave it in automatic. And the cruise control again is great just for touring. This is a brilliant touring car. It doesn't have the pinpoint preciseness of the Exige or even the Elise. So I call this more of a GT touring car. But actually, if it was any other make apart from Lotus, this would be a full-on sports car. So driving the car, the automatic gearbox is far better than I was expecting, to be honest. And I leave it in auto most of the time. So what things do I not like about it? Well, there's nothing I don't like about it, but there's a few things which could be better. The pedals are very close together, and I find I have to wear my Sparko shoes when I'm driving this car. I'm not sure if that's because it's an automatic or whether the manual is the same, but the space for the accelerator pedal and foot is very limited. Another little thing which is common with all Lotuses really is getting in and out. Now it's far easier than the Elise I had, but you still need the door pretty much wide open to fall in and out. Now I believe the new models with the lower, thinner sill made that far, far better. But it's a Lotus, it's something you expect. Another little thing is the remote control. So the remote control on the Keyfob, you do have to press the button quite a few times. Not too bad for opening the doors, but the boot, the engine cover, that takes 2 or 3 presses. I have found, however, that if you press down on the boot, it seems to work straight away. So that might just need a bit of adjustment, I'm not quite sure. Another fault on the Evora as well, the early Evoras anyway, is the airbag and the fact the dashboard itself. This one's not too bad, although the airbag is just starting to creep up a little bit. But I do have a cover to put over the dash for that. But the early models especially, the airbag cover would lift, and even the leather would split on the front of the dashboard. It's not good. Another disappointment really is the quality of the paint on the alloy wheels, and apparently this is a common thing. The paint's just flaking off. I used the power washer on it the other day and lost even more paint. And of course the alloy underneath is starting to corrode. So they'll be coming off soon and getting powder coated. There's a few little quirks for the car as well. When you wash the car, the door handles fill up with water. It's not really a problem, just get the water out of the way, but it's a little quirk, a bit of extra drying required when washing the car. One thing I do miss though from my previous Lotus is the soft top. They really should have made this a convertible as well. Don't know why they didn't do it. Apparently it was designed from the start. Oh, why is this guy stopping? No idea. So yeah, apparently the car was designed from the start to be a soft top. I think if they'd only made it a soft top, they would have sold so many more cars. So many more. So I've also done a bit of work on the car. Yeah, I'll see on the other videos on the channel. I've just done an oil change and an air filter change. Now access to them is not very good, but again we're talking about a mid-engined sports car, so maybe you've got to expect that a little bit. But if you haven't seen those videos, it's well worth watching them. One thing I did notice as well is the hatch, the boot, doesn't lift up very high, so again you've got to crouch underneath. Maybe it needs some longer hydraulic struts on it, I'm not sure about that, but that might be something I'll look into. But certainly the car, after doing the oil change, air filter change, it's running absolutely beautifully, so smooth. And as I've said previously, it's just like an Elise that's grown up and on steroids. Talking about the Elise, I think the Elise boot was actually bigger than the Evora. Yeah, which was a bit of a surprise, but you do have all this space behind me here in the back seats, so that's a good bonus. So really, this could be a daily. The Elise, I used to do quite a lot, but it wasn't really a daily car. You couldn't really go shopping in it. Whereas this one, yeah, you could quite easily drive this as a daily. It's a lovely smooth car, lovely and comfortable. So the little things about the Evora, well, the dashboard, it's not bad for an Evora, you know, for a Lotus. Certainly there's a lot more information than the Elise. The buttons I mentioned before are hidden behind the steering wheel, but you get to know where they are. You just sometimes, you don't know if you press them or not. Love the automatic, love the paddle shifts. I love the design of the dash as it just sweeps around. It really is a nice place to be. And these seats, oh, they're so comfortable and heated. They are amazing. So yeah, you could do miles upon miles in this car. And you can still turn on a track, because the steering and suspension is that good. Miles per gallon. I know you don't buy this type of car for fuel economy, but when I was looking into the different cars and the different models, the normally aspirated, the Evora IPS was actually the most economical. And I reckoned it was over 30 miles per gallon. Obviously I was getting 40 out of the Elise, but 30 miles per gallon would be brilliant. As it happens, I've been getting 24, 25. But I have just done an oil change. And I have added a bit of snake oil to the oil. So I'm expecting to get up towards 30 in the future. So the engine, I did go for the normally aspirated one. Plenty of power, really is plenty of power. Another little quirk which I'm used to now is when you're in automatic, when you go into manual, right pedal is up over. If you press it once, it just puts you into manual. You've got to press it again to go up a gear. Whereas the left pedal, you just press it and it changes down a gear. So it's strange how up a gear you have to press twice. Once to engage manual, then do it. Down a gear, you just press the pedal. Odd. But you get used to it. So servicing the car, because it's Toyota parts, it's cheap as chips to service really. And it's not bad, you can do it yourself. It's a little bit awkward, and to do the air filter you either have to take the rear wheel off to access a little hatch to get to the clips that hold the filter lid on, or you climb into the boot and reach round, which is what I did. And the oil change, well, 19 10mm bolts to take off to get the under tree off, then it's just there in front of you, nice and easy. So servicing wise, it's a bonus. Be much cheaper than most supercars, and easily do it yourself. Now, if you asked me 5 years ago, I'd be driving a Lotus with heated seats, with cruise control, automatic even, sat nav, I would have laughed, because that's not what Lotus stands for. It's not what Lotus used to stand for. But now we have to move on in times, and the market demands that Lotus builds more compromised cars. The Evora is launched, and I think that'll be a great car based on the Evora. The fact that it's based on this Evora, well, on an Evora, just shows you how good the Evora actually is. Is it better than the Elise? Well, the Elise is better at what it does, at small country roads, A roads, B roads. Is it better than the Exige? Well, again, the Exige is pinpoint. That's better at what it does. But the Evora, what it does, it is the best. Is it better than the Jaguars and the Porsches? Well, can't really say, because I haven't lived with a Porsche for a long time. I've owned the Jaguar F-Type for a long time, and that's an amazing car. Is it better than the Jaguar? Honestly, it's close, it's very close. The Jaguar, I think, looks better. It's got all the toys, which I'm a big fan of. When it comes to doing the miles and making you smile, the Evora's got to win. So that's just a quick little video on 6 months ownership of the car. Do I regret it? Absolutely no way. It is a beautiful sports car. Just an absolute pleasure to drive. The automatic gearbox is great. Yeah, it's not as good as the Porsche and the BMW and the Jaguars, but it ain't bad at all. Performance is great, economy is great. Looks ace. Looks like a sports car, looks like a supercar. So I'm very happy with it. Alright, so that's it then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on one of my next videos. Safe driving.